The doll raised a knife. He suddenly charged at the girl. The girl kicked it away. It was so embarrassing. The doll had to look for the next target. Another girl is taking a shower. The doll brought a toaster. It tried to electrocute the girl. The girl screamed at the doll. The doll threw the toaster into the bathtub, but realized it was unplugged. It was so humiliating. The doll ran away. It turned to the wall and reflected. The sound attracted a boy. The boy started looking for it. The doll was waiting for him. At the corner of the stairs was a baseball bat. As the boy descended the stairs, the doll swung the bat, but because it's too short, it only hit the stairs. The doll kept trying to beat them, but for months it never succeeded. But for the boys and girls, they seemed to be used to the doll's clumsy tricks. Even when they saw the dolls use poison on their food, they reprimand the dolls like a bad child. Or even sprayed the doll with quinine. The dolls were not discouraged, always looking for new ways. The boy had just entered the car. Suddenly a plastic bag is wrapped around his head. The doll in the back seat was pulling on the bag, but the bag wasn't even on the boy. The boy pulled the bag away. He looked at the doll angrily. The doll was so scared. He ran away. It had to find a new way to kill. It was a girl's birthday. They were imitating the doll's failed trick. The doll was angry. He found insecticide in the cupboard as the teenagers were getting ready to eat their cake. He jumped out, not realizing that the spray was aimed at him. The teens were puzzled. Maybe they should just throw the doll away. The doll decided to try again. It set up an elaborate bow and arrow device. Suddenly, it heard a scream. Just when it thought it had succeeded, it realized the teenagers were scolding the cat. It turns out the cat had defecated in the house. The doll ran out and said it was his own feces. The boy was furious. He scolded the doll and told the doll to get back in its box. The doll climbed back into the attic in sadness and lay back in his box. The doll woke up in the wind box. It saw that some bad guys had broken into the house and they've tied up all the boys in the house. The doll decided to start destroying the intruders. Its body trembles with excitement, but will it really succeed after all its previous failures? The villains came to the loft and saw the doll not moving, thinking it's alright, but when he turned his head, he fell into a trap laid by the doll. He took care of one of the bad guys quickly. He went to the bathroom. This time, he learned how to use fire to put out the fire. The bad guy put his hands in the bathtub, but there was a toaster in the bathtub. The doll connected the toaster to the power source. Soon the bad guy was electrocuted and couldn't move. The doll's previously unsuccessful method finally worked. After this night, the teenagers made the doll a very good friend. They brought him gifts and drinks, but the doll refused the drinks. He watched as the others drank the drinks. He was very happy because the drink was poisoned. He finally got his wish.